You need to have a machine write the letter for you because you know another machine is about to read it. You fucked up. Take that shit off my report. If you don't know, you can't do anything. Okay, the whole point of this channel is to inform you that something is possible. What's up?
Life of a hustler, gotta do it for mother, gotta do it for father, even though he act like a sucker. Life of a hustler, gotta do it for granny, gotta do it for brothers, even if they think I don't love them. Been getting active and hustling.
What's up, y'all? We back with another episode. It's the More Action Podcast. I'm Brandon J. Today we're gonna be talking about Metro 2 compliance. That is a software that uses artificial intelligence to write dispute letters and get things removed off your credit report. Now, in other videos, I have described what your credit report is, okay? It's your payment history, your credit age, this, that, and other, okay? Amount of debt, all of that. But a lot of people don't know that you can get mostly anything removed from your credit report. But I got a bankruptcy. They say that is going to be on my report for 7 years. I got a bunch of hard inquiries. Don't inquiries stay on your report for 2 years? Listen, if you don't know, you can't do anything. Okay, the whole point of this channel is to inform you that something is possible. A lot of people don't know that credit bureaus aren't government agencies. Okay, you get something from the IRS, I get it, pay what you owe, because that's the government. But when it comes to this credit company, this credit reporting agency holding you back from getting a car or getting your house or a loan because they reported something to your credit report so they can make commission, that's something you don't have to put up with. There's people out here that got child support, bankruptcies, student loans, debt collections, all of this stuff on their credit report, and they can't do shit. They can't go out and get what they need from the banks or from realtors or dealerships or whatever because of their credit report, not their credit score. So, Metro 2 compliance. In short, it's an artificial intelligence software that writes dispute letters. Okay, it's that simple. When you have something on your credit report, all that means is that a privately owned credit reporting agency just got paid. When something is reported to your credit, somebody got paid to report that. It's just their job. It's not something that has to stay on the report. It's not something that you have to deal with for however many years, whoever they told you have to deal with it. It's a report. And these companies that are reporting it aren't even government issued. Your driver's license is government issued. So you can't just change something on your driver's license without telling the government first. When it comes to these credit reports, you don't have to ask the government to get something removed. You have to go to the credit reporting agency. And the way you do that is by writing a dispute letter. They get the dispute letter, they read it, and they evaluate what you're asking to be removed. Most of the time, they're going to send you a letter right back saying, we have plenty of proof, evidence, whatever it is, that says this should be reported. And a lot of people just stop there because they don't know that someone got paid to report that information to your credit report. When you send them a letter saying, hey, I want to get this taken off, you're going to cost them money. They get paid to report stuff, not to delete things. So the company itself is going to make it harder on you. It's not that you can't get it deleted. They don't want to make it easy for everybody, because then everybody would be out here deleting shit. It's kind of like if you went into Walmart and said, hey, the shit I bought yesterday isn't working. Do you think they're just going to give you a new version of whatever it is you bought yesterday? No. What are they going to say? Let me see the receipt. Let me see the receipt first. Okay, now that I've seen the receipt, go get the box. Go get the thing that you said isn't working and bring it back. And let me see that you didn't fuck with it, that you didn't just break it and you're trying to get some extra shit out of us. You know what I mean? Like, the process should not be easy, especially if you don't want to have to give money back or have to lose out on money. So just think of it like that. These credit bureaus have a job to do. It's their job to report information about you to create your credit score, which is used out in the world to do, you guys know, you know all of this. But knowing that the credit bureaus are privately owned companies is the first step, because now it's a little sigh of relief. You're not trying to fight the government. You're not trying to fight, Uncle Sam. You're going to a regular ass company that made a mistake. That's what you have to understand. When things get deleted from your credit report, it's because they are able to. The credit law states that if information is not accurate across all three credit bureaus, which is Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, if you don't have the same information across all three of those, then whatever it is that isn't accurate across all three has no reason being on your report. So if you got Experian saying you got a bankruptcy, but TransUnion and Equifax has no idea that a bankruptcy ever happened, that shit should be deleted. And that's what the dispute letter does. It tells the credit bureaus, hey, you fucked up, take that shit off my report. But guess what? If you write a letter or you go online and you type one out and you send it to them, do you really think a human being is taking the time out of their day to read that? They're not. What these credit bureaus are doing are taking letters that people send in, they open them, and then what? And they put it inside of a machine called eOscar. Now, this machine, reads the letters just like the Scantron used to read our tests back in high school. If the machine, eOscar, finds inaccuracies in your letter that you sent to them, it's just going to create a letter that says you're wrong, pretty much. And sure, it's going to be like, no, we actually can report this, and here's the reason why, blah, blah, blah. They're going to send you a big detailed letter that a machine wrote, and you're going to get it, open it up, and see 16 pages and be like, fuck, man, I don't want to do this again. That's pretty much what most people do. They write the first letter and they get a response from the credit bureaus that says you're wrong, and they quit and they give up. There's always going to be somebody saying you're wrong. There's somebody who's actually going to be right. But that back and forth, if you quit, if you give up, if you don't even rebuttal after they send a rebuttal, well, of course they win. That's the point. They're sending you this letter to make you scared, to scare you off, to say, well, look, this shit's actually deeper than you think. You're wrong. But if you're watching this video and you understand this is just y'all's first rebuttal, you probably won't have a second one. You probably won't have a third one. It'll make you understand that you can't quit with these credit bureaus. They're privately owned companies who get paid to report your information. If you send them a letter saying stop reporting this information, you're costing them money. So they're going to do everything they can to make sure that you're wrong, that you think you're wrong, and to get you to back off. Now let's talk about why Metro 2 Compliance, instead of just writing your own dispute letter. Metro 2 Compliance is artificial intelligence writing a letter. What did I just say earlier? eOscar, the machine that reads letters, it's a machine. So if you send a human written letter to a machine reader, the machine's smarter than you. I'm sorry, but artificial intelligence, all this shit, the cell phone that we use every day, it's smarter than us. It is. Yeah, humans have compassion and all of that, but these machines are finding inaccuracies in between the lines, double and triple checking letters in a period of time that a human just can't do. So what's the solution? If you have artificial intelligence, a machine, write a letter to another machine, they're going to be speaking the same language. Artificial intelligence is your translator. When you want to dispute something, instead of writing the letter yourself, as if another human's going to read this letter, you need to have a machine write the letter for you, because another machine is about to read it. You have Metro 2 Compliance, artificial intelligence, writing dispute letters, and you send it to the credit bureaus, and a human, opens the letter, but then they put it inside the machine, eOscar, and it reads the letter that another machine just made. They're not going to find that many inaccuracies. AI is going to write all of the information that eOscar needs to read for that item to be removed off your credit report a lot faster. All of those rebuttals that the eOscar machine could send you, Metro 2 Compliance already knows about it, and they're going to include it in the first letter. So that way, there is no rebuttal. Most people are seeing results within the first attempt because the letter is being written by artificial intelligence. It's 10, 16 pages long. A human being can make a well-written letter, a well-detailed letter, but not as fast as AI can do it, not as detailed as artificial intelligence can do it. That's just the truth. I want all of y'all to really understand what I'm talking about in this video. Your credit report is simply your adult report card. And it's not something that's issued by the government. It's something that's issued by a privately owned company. So the same way that you could have gone to your teacher in high school and said, hey, I'm trying my best here. I'm playing sports. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. What can I do to make my grade better? It's that simple when it comes to removing things off your credit report, because you don't have to go to the government and ask permission. You go to these privately owned companies with these artificial intelligent written letters and you get shit removed. Bankruptcies, child support, student loans. All of it is just information that's being reported. Now, don't think I'm saying, certain things that are removed off your credit means you don't have to pay the debt. If you got a $10,000 collection and it gets removed off your report, that's all the fuck that just happened. They got removed off your report. You still owe the money, okay? Like I said, these credit reporting agencies get paid to report information. They don't get paid to come find you. You know what I mean? They're not the debt collectors. They just report that you owe debt. So just as easily as they can put it on your report is just as easy as they can take it off your report. You can owe money to the government or to this car dealership or to this student loan creditor, but it doesn't have to be on your report. So even though you're paying off debt, your credit report can be clean. So now if you want to go get a house, if you got enough cash to go buy a car or whatever, your credit score is in good standing. A lot of people are afraid to even try to get things removed off their report because they don't know that you can just write a letter. The same way you can just call the bank and ask for an increase. All you got to do is ask. But if you come correct, they can't tell you no. All you have to understand is to gain. These credit reports can be manipulated. So when you look at it as something you have no control over, you're not gonna do anything to try to make it better. But you have to understand, you have to know what is on your credit report is up to you before and after it's reported. But that's all I wanted to talk about this week. I wanted y'all to understand that there is a way to clean up your credit report, because I've made videos about what it is. But some of y'all have asked, I got a collection on my shit. I mean, I can't do anything. No, you can. You can. You just didn't know you could. Now I'm telling you, don't stress yourself out by not seeking knowledge. Stay curious. And if someone tells you this, that, or the other, ask why. Why does it have to be? Is that true in all cases? Don't put up with bullshit just because someone told you to. There's so much information out here that if you avoid seeking it, you could live your life paying ignorance tax. Once again, I'm Brandon J. I appreciate y'all watching this video. If you have more questions about Metro 2 Compliance or want to learn how to get your hands on the software, put a comment below or follow my Instagram and send me a DM. That's the More Action Podcast. Y'all have a good day. And until next week, do something different. Take more action. All right, y'all.